Mr. Speaker and members, I'm sitting here appalled at what I'm hearing from the opposite side of the aisle. The fact that they would use a Congressional Review Act to attack guidance and then have the audacity to say in resolution that they can never, ever again in perpetuity ever have anything like this again.
The phrase that I am appalled by what's taking place on the floor today, I would tell you, I join in those comments, and I really do believe that. For a person whose family's been in the automobile business since 1953 and sold thousands and thousands of cars to people of any color, it doesn't matter the color of the person buying the car.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today, we're diving into one of the most intense moments to hit the House floor. You've seen politicians play nice for the cameras, but this is what happens when someone finally has enough. In this clip, Representative Mike Kelly goes head-to-head with Maxine Waters, and it gets heated fast. This isn't just another back and forth. It's a clash between real-world experience and the same old political talking points. If you're tired of every debate turning into something bigger than the issue itself, this moment is going to hit different. Kelly doesn't hold back. He comes in direct, speaking from the perspective of business owners, workers, and people fed up with the usual rhetoric. Let's get into the footage and break down exactly how this played out.
Thank you very much. The gentleman, Mr. Kelly, please do not leave because I want you to know that I am more offended as an African-American woman than you will ever be. And this business about making America great again, it is your president that's dividing this country. And don't talk to me about the fact that we don't understand what happens on the automobile. No, I will not yield. No, I will not yield.
Okay.
Don't tell me that we don't understand. That's the attitude that's been given toward women time and time again.
The gentlelady will suspend. The chair wishes to remind all members that they are to address their remarks to the chair. Gentlelady will continue.
I respect the chair, but don't stop me in the middle when you didn't stop him in the middle. And so I shall continue. Don't you dare talk to me like that and think that somehow women don't understand what goes on the floor of automobile dealers.
Minded to direct her remarks to the chair. The gentlelady will continue in order.
I will continue to do that. However, I don't appreciate that you did not interrupt him when he was making those outrageous remarks about him knowing more about discrimination than I know about discrimination. I resent that, and I resent the remark about making America great again. He's down here making a speech for this dishonorable president of the United States of America. Having said that, I reserve the balance of my time, and no, yield? I do not yield not 1 second to you. Not 1 second. Not 1 second to you.
Gentlelady reserve.
Mr. Speaker, at this time, I am very pleased to yield 2 minutes to the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Kelly, an outstanding member of the Ways and Means Committee and chair of the Congressional Auto Caucus.
The gentleman from Pennsylvania is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you very much for giving me some time. I know I just heard the phrase that I am appalled by what's taking place on the floor today. I would tell you, I join in those comments, and I really do believe that. For a person whose family's been in the automobile business since 1953 and sold thousands and thousands of cars to people of any color, it doesn't matter the color of the person buying the car. Do we match them up with the transportation need that they were looking for? And were we able to arrange financing that was affordable to them? You cannot be in business for 65 years doing it the wrong way. And to impugn the integrity of the automobile people is absolutely beyond reproach. And so if you run out of facts, I guess the next thing you have to go to is discrimination. And when we talk this way, it is so divisive, but that's the platform. Let's divide them. Let's try to separate them. The color of the skin, the shape of their eye, their gender. Let's make sure that we can make every statement possible to show that there are bad people out there doing things to other folks. And it's only by discrimination that these things get done. I will tell you, I am greatly offended as a member of the automobile industry and as someone who has served thousands of people. If you think the dealers are that bad, please go to your hometown and look at the Little League fence and find out whose name's out there. Look at your high school programs and see who it is that's funding all these things. Go to any charity and see who's on the list of who takes care of people. To sit here today and have to listen that somehow this is discriminatory just adds to the fact that when you're out of facts, when you don't know what you're talking about and what you've never done, Not one of your people have ever been on the floor and had tried, not this floor, I'm talking about the automobile floor. You know an awful lot about laptops, but you know nothing about blacktop. You get on that floor, you get on that lot, and you work with people to make sure they can have affordable transportation. Affordable transportation. Rather than this person trying to arrange financing by himself or herself, we rely on a dealer who has great heft within the financial community and to talk to lenders and say, we have a great customer here who's looking to buy a car. We need you to work with us to get them in this transportation. How in the world can you reduce this down to discrimination? We are doing the same thing every day that you are doing. We are trying to make sure that we're making America great every day in every way. And the best way to do that is to stop talking about discrimination and start talking about the nation. We're coming together as a people in spite of what you say. Thank you, gentlemen. I yield back.
Wow. Just wow. Did you catch that? Let's break down what really happened, because this is the kind of moment that gets spun in 100 different ways, but the core of it is pretty straightforward. Maxine Waters opens with a familiar argument, focusing on discrimination and consumer protection. But what stands out is what's missing: any real discussion about the broader economic impact. The debate centers on rules affecting auto lenders and how business practices should be regulated. Then Mike Kelly steps in, and everything shifts. He comes in with intensity, speaking from personal experience in the auto business. His argument is simple. Dealerships are focused on running a business, moving inventory, and serving customers, not engaging in discrimination as a business strategy. At one point, he pushes back hard against the direction of the conversation, arguing that the issue is being framed in a way that leads to more regulation rather than practical solutions. That's where the tension really peaks. From there, the exchange turns into a bigger clash: policy versus perspective. One side emphasizing protections and oversight, the other pushing back at what they see as overreach. And toward the end, the conversation shifts again, moving away from policy and into broader themes, something that often happens in heated debates like this. That's what makes this moment stand out. It's not just about one issue, it's about two completely different ways of looking at the same problem. So what do you think? Was that a necessary pushback, or did it go too far? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more breakdowns.